Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6310 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 25 moves to clear out 108 jelly. Now this is listed as a nightmarishly hard level, so I don't expect to get it done right away, but I want to experiment and learn as much as I can about this board. And if you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing because that in turn would help me out. So we start with just 2 colors on the board, but I can't imagine a nightmarishly hard level is going to keep us there. So let's take a look. We've got to get through 4 layers thick of toffee by the time we get down here. And then we still have double jelly. Plus we've got these cutouts. And we can't forget these because these are permanent barriers, basically. They don't allow us to make nice big chains of things. So we have to figure out the best way through here. And what I want to do is to try to see if I can create anything. If I go way over here, I'm aiming toward this, and that's good. But maybe if I start over in the center, things will kind of come down together a bit better. I'm going to try that spot. Yeah, things didn't come down beautifully. I could make this stripe. I just have the feeling this is going to be easier than this area to remove. So I think I'm going to stick with getting over to this corner as quickly as I can, even though it means giving up that special. I don't mind, because then look what happens. We get other things. Now, I've got 5 colors on the board. Those 2 idyllic colors have now turned into 5 different colors, so it's harder to make matches and specials. Gonna do this even though I can't match those because we broke through that toffee. And I have to decide, am I going to try to wait and hold on to this until I get this matched up, or am I going to go ahead and use it right away to take out a color? And I think I'm going to use it. Well, maybe not quite yet, because I still have a lot of that green and purple on the board. And so maybe I want to reduce that a bit. Still have some green, some blue. I'm going to take out orange. Okay, and it's easy on these boards to take out good moves instead of looking for the best move. And sometimes on these boards it's really hard to determine the best move. But since I want to get down here to this really thick stuff, this is going to get me through some of this toffee and some of this, which is going to make hopefully some cascading. Yeah, unfortunately, again, when we have 5 colors on the board, those cascades aren't as common nor usually as dramatic. I could do this. It's not a bad move. It gives me a stripe. This might be better. It actually takes out a layer here and some of the jelly. It's possible we focus on this so much we could end up with like 1 jelly left over here we were never able to get to. But I can promise you if we spend all of our time taking out all of this jelly, we're going to really be stuck with stuff down here. I am going to go ahead and do this. I'm just not getting really any good moves. I'm going to try to sink this lower. Here we go. Now we're taking out some toffee down here. And now we're at least taking out a layer, if not the toffee itself. But I'm not able to get down here like I want. That's a problem. If I do this, I connect the red and then I connect the orange. If I do this, I connect the orange and I leave a clump of red, but there's nothing to follow it. If I do this, I bring more red down and make a stripe that's aimed in a good way. Again, I know I'm missing opportunities over here, but look at how crowded this is. There. Now at least we got to the bottom. We know it's possible to get down here, right? Not possible on this turn, most likely to actually complete this board, but at least we see what we need to do. And once we open things up, maybe we can get some of these. And holding on to this would be a mistake because we only have 3 moves. We're not going to be able to pair it up. So I'm going to take out all blue because I see blue down here. And we're trying to clear this out as best we can. So here, if I had focused on, let's make a bit of a cascade. Yeah, see, once we get this open, we can get some cascades. If I had focused on this area, no problem, I would have been able to clear all of this out. But I left with still 5 layers needed for this corner here, even though this is my focus area. So I'm going to expect to be here a while, but I am going to keep working on refining my techniques. It looks like trying to match up the, what is it, the purple and green in the beginning to make some sort of color bomb. It's a chance, but it's not very likely. So I think I will start more towards here for my first move. When we've got, all 5 colors coming down, it's just going to be hard to match things up. I may experiment a little bit more with that. And certainly if you've done more experimenting and you found something that works to get like a good solid color bomb, or maybe even just a wrapped every time, share that with us, please. But I'm going to focus over here. This is going to be my goal. So I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off until I have something important to share. Okay, so this is a conundrum. Do I take a color bomb combo, which always seems like the best choice, right? Takes out a layer of everything, or do I do the color bomb wrapped? I've got a blue here and I've got a blue here. I'm definitely going color bomb wrapped. It's not going to help much with the stuff up here, although this should drop down probably just to here. It will explode this edge because then it'll also set off this purple, which will help to clear things out. This might drop before it has any effect over here. So I may still have this to clear out, and I'll still have some residual down here. But this, and especially this, is going to help. I have to take this move, and I have to take it before I lose the opportunity. So there we go. This edge cleared. This not all the way, but it did some work. I could make this stripe, and I think I will, even though I do need to focus more down here. This could have impact lower on the board. Now what? I don't think I want to take this out. I don't think I'm going to focus that much, but I think I'm going to try to drop this lower. Oh well, that didn't work out nearly as well as I had hoped, but look at this. I can make a wrapped combo. Now the first hit is going to hit this, and that's really all, but it's going to drop down. It's not going to hit too much though. I'd like to bring this further, even though it means forgoing this. I need to get it down as close as possible before I set it off, because then when I do, if this reaches to here, it can come all the way over to here. Still not here, but it's going to be disrupting that portion of the board. The best place for this to be would be right here. It would maximize everything, but it's still not a bad choice, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. We did get that cleared out. All right, we still have so much to do. I think I'm going to make this stripe here, which is going to have some nice impact on some cascading. This stripe just doesn't meet our criteria. Now this stripe doesn't either, but I might be able to move it over, and it looks like I can. I could also do a striped wrapped combo, but again, this corner, so devious trying to reach down here. So let's take a look. This looks like the obvious choice, right? We hit this, we make a stripe, but let's just examine things. If we make this stripe here, we can't connect it with this, but we're not in any worse position that I can see. I could still try to do a stripe and do a striped wrapped and then set this off, but it would take one turn to make it and another turn to set it off, and it doesn't contribute anything over here or over here. It would just miss it. I could just do this, take out this stripe and set this off and create chaos here. And that's tempting. Or, of course, I could make a color bomb. I'm going to risk this because it's not much of a risk. If something sets this off, it's aimed in the right spot. So I'm going to make the color bomb. This is where we talk about having a good move as opposed to the best move. I waited for the best move. And now I could take out all purple. It would hit this once, it would hit this twice. But this is 4 layers thick. I could slide this over and on my last turn make a color bomb stripe combo. But I don't have enough red aimed over here to really help. So my best chance is to take out all purple. Do I think I'm going to be able to clear this out in my 2 remaining moves? No. This is my best chance, though. I'm going to use this as instructive because, you know, we have learned a couple of different things here. There we go. We took out a color, concentrated things down. First of all, we've learned that it is possible, although not likely, to be able to get this done. And the second thing we've learned is that making a move over in the corner actually does help because I'm putting 3, that very first move, I'm putting 3 purple together, but I'm not putting the 3 green together, so they drop down as a group. And then instead of making a simple stripe, I can usually use those green and connect them and get down here further so that when I do get things like wrapped candies, they're coming down lower to the ground. So now I can make this color bomb. I can make this color bomb. I only have 1 move. I'm not making a color bomb. I have no way to set it off. It's not like there's a stripe in here that's automatically going to hit it and take out the most prevalent color and help me that way. So I'm going to forego those. And I'm going to concentrate with what's going to happen over here. If I do this, I take out 1 color, and this blue drops down, right? And then if I had a second move, I could match the blue and I could take out all of these layers, but I don't. So at this point in time, if you're really struggling on a level like this, it might be a good idea to maybe use a switch hand. Do this automatically, bring that blue down, and on your final move, you can do this. But I'm not going to. So let's see what else I might be able to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to win. I think I'm just going to keep struggling with this one. If I move these over, a green drops down, and then a blue drops down. Let's see. And then there's 2 blue over here, but there's nothing spectacular. If I make this wrapped candy, there's nothing to explode it that I can see that's going to help over here. So even though I can see it doesn't do anything, this is probably my best bet. Actually, nope. Even though I can see this doesn't do anything, I mean, I can see every single move that's going to happen, right? Maybe not. Maybe I can't see what's going on up here. If I do this and this blue drops down, could there be anything else that's triggered? It's going to be blue, red, purple, and then whatever else is here. And these aren't going to change. This really isn't going to do enough. I could do this and hope that it explodes and changes the board, but I can see right now there's nothing set up to explode it. I can see right now there's almost nothing set up to explode this color bomb. We could get a stripe coming down here, but the odds against it are astronomical. I'm just going to take the move that would get me closest to the end without actually allowing me to clear it. You can tell I've been on this for a while because it's going to give me 14 turns if I keep going. But I'm going to keep plugging away at it. So I'm going to pause the recording again and come back, and I'm going to keep following this method because it's getting me close, close, close. Pay really close attention to those first few moves I make and how I'm constructing the sets to try to get down here. Be back again in a bit. Okay, so we've got a bit of luck, and now we need to play it extraordinarily well. I've got two things I can use immediately. I've got Color Bomb Purple and Color Bomb Blue both wrapped. This part, no problem with either of them. That's going to get hit. We need to discuss what's happening down here. We've got a lot of orange. We've got blue up here. We've got purple here. I need to reach this corner. It may be good for me to take a beat and make an orange wrapped. Or I could play around and just remove a little bit here and try to bring things down further. I could blow up everything. It could happen. I think I'm going to do this. I know. I'm risking things. Now the purple is a little bit better, but not great. The blue isn't much better, but if I do this, we're bringing that blue down. Should I risk it further? Should I do this to make even more impact down here and really bring that blue to bear? If I do this, what is the likelihood that everything is going to explode? I see purple maybe coming down this way, but I don't see more purple joining it. I think I have to try. The worst that will happen is these will get set off. Very well may happen. But then it's still going to take out colors and concentrate things down. So now I've got the blue positioned where I want it. This is going to help here. 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 Is it enough to take care of everything absolutely completely? No. Well, maybe, because we don't know what the benefit of the cascading will be. But I really can't risk this any further. Now converting this orange isn't likely to help. Bringing this purple down, yeah, it could. I mean, I could do this, bring the purple down, do this, and get another layer gone here. I just don't think it's advisable. I think now I do this, and then I've got a few moves left to play cleanup for anything that doesn't get gone, and this might all get gone. Okay, so this got gone. And that's how I beat it with 5 moves left, even though it took between 40 and 45 tries to get it done. So yeah, really, really tricky here. And even though I got close so many times, it took just that right combination. And then I beat it with, what, 4 or 5 moves left? Yeah, so it can be fickle. You just have to persevere on these nightmarishly hard levels. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.